like women anymore.
A lot of these women are never satisfied, and you wonder why men don't want to get married.
Why are more single men choosing financial independence over marriage? And how are they surviving an economy where housing, groceries, and everyday expenses keep getting more expensive? What happens when living alone becomes manageable instead of automatically being seen as a disadvantage? As marriage ages rise and single-person households continue to grow, more people are questioning whether men actually need relationships to build stable lives. For some, independence offers control, fewer obligations, and more predictable finances. So, are single men struggling, or have they simply learned to structure their lives differently?
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. But I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here. Beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, you know, going out and discovering the world? What are y'all doing? What are y'all men doing other than that? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, what are all y'all men doing? What are y'all doing? If it has nothing to do with a woman, what are y'all doing? Are y'all working? Because we're working too. Women are also working, and we still can do things. We still can go on vacations. We can still go out to eat. Why are us women going on vacations with our friends? We're going on vacations with our friends. We're going out to eat with our friends. We're going to do fun things outside with our friends. We're celebrating birthdays with our friends. Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Where are you guys? Where are you? Where do you guys exist?
The traditional framing ignores the factors that can make single life financially efficient: individual budgeting, fewer shared obligations, and complete control over spending. The assumption that being single automatically means being financially worse off doesn't always survive real-world comparisons. The calculation is more complicated than the narrative suggests, especially when lifestyle choices are taken into account.
I'm gonna make it.
If
I'm
all
okay
men
with that.
were to disappear, the immediate catastrophe that would be.
For who?
Immediate catastrophe. I don't think...
How?
Okay, so water, sewage, electricity, gas, fuel, refinement, telecommunications, IT infrastructure, road maintenance, delivery drivers, police, fire rescue.
How about other things like fracking, electrical maintenance, nuclear engineering, like the list goes on and on and on.
Critical infrastructure, if all men disappeared, would fail within hours. The telecom network, loss of power would be, because there's nobody maintaining it.
I guess I just don't care about technology enough to care if the power goes out.
What about your OnlyFans, of any population?
That's true.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Living alone creates a different financial structure. One person controls the household budget. There is no second spending pattern to accommodate, no competing financial priority to negotiate, and no requirement to maintain a lifestyle designed around two people. Men who have watched others struggle with relationship-related financial pressure have adjusted accordingly. Financial self-preservation isn't paranoia, it's budgeting based on observed outcomes.
I believe that men have it the hardest when it comes to just life in general, because it's like, okay, nobody's going to save you. Unless you got rich parents that give you money or whatever, nobody's going to save you. As far as like us women, if not saying that's who I am, but if one day I don't want to work, I'm sure I can find a dude that's going to take care of me.
Absolutely.
Just for that, I'm like, yo, I'm kind of lucky to be a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we don't go through our share of issues as far as like safety and, stuff like that. But I believe it's harder to be a man at all times.
Provider and protector expectations were traditionally attached to a larger relationship arrangement. But when men question whether marriage still offers equal value in return, the calculation changes. Keep the obligations while removing the benefits. That's not financial partnership, it's a liability with updated branding. Apply the same financial standard to both sides or don't apply it at all. Men notice the imbalance quickly.
I feel like men are becoming more useless to women because men can't even provide in this economy anymore. Like, if you can't provide, what can you do?
Men often spend money on things that retain function or build long-term value: reliable vehicles, homes, investments, education, equipment, or emergency savings. The financial difference between single lifestyles isn't simply about who's more frugal, it's about different spending patterns and priorities. Remove lifestyle inflation and unnecessary consumption, and the math can change dramatically.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
The advice has been delivered clearly and publicly for years. Live within your means, avoid unnecessary debt, save, invest, and build financial independence. Yet people often ignore how effectively those principles can work when consistently followed. Accepting that would require updating the assumption that single men must automatically be struggling.
If you're a man that accepts the help from your wife or girlfriend to pay the bills for your household because you have a plan in place to eventually become the sole provider for your family, then this message is not for you. But if you're a man who accepts the help from your wife or girlfriend, or you're a man who is seeking a relationship or marriage so that you can have help to pay the bills, don't you feel like a damsel in distress? Don't you feel like you need a knight in shining armor to come save you? You don't think that's feminine of you at all? I mean, where is your masculine ego that says, despite this economy, I'm going to be ambitious and I'm going to roll up my sleeves and stand on all 10 toes and figure out a way to beat this economy so that I can be the sole provider of my family, so that I can feel like a man? You guys got your wives and girlfriends out here working full time and paying half the bills, coming home to do everything else, and then you wonder why she argues with you like you're a chick on the street, or why she doesn't respect anything you say, or when you try to put your foot down, she laughs in your face. You have her operating in her masculinity, so now she feels masculine enough to challenge you, and you don't like it, and that's why you go out and you go cheat on her with other women, so that you can feel like a man. But those women don't know that you're making your wife or your girlfriend function in her masculine by depending on her for survival. What happened to the real men who don't depend on anyone for their survival? They depend on themselves. For me, I'd rather be alone and pay all my bills than to have another body that is a man by my side, not functioning in his full-on masculinity. That's just how I feel about it. Take it how you want it.
Men who live independently can also control what they can control. Smaller housing, fewer subscriptions, less lifestyle inflation, and more deliberate spending can make a major difference. It's not necessarily about living miserably. It's about refusing to let income disappear simply because spending expectations continue to increase.
This is man-hating at its finest.
Women don't need men anymore. And not like, well, we don't need men in the world. Like, no, women can survive on their own without men. Like, they don't need their dad, they don't need their husband, they don't need a male in their life to sign things, to get them money, to get them banks, to give them access to properties and housing, they can do that on their own now. And this is exactly why we have a society that we do. It's not that we don't want to date men. It's that the men and the options we're realizing aren't that great.
I love when she says that women no longer need men for like to own a home, to sign paperwork, to get properties. Honey, who built the properties? Who built the houses? Women no longer need men to do. I love that. I love that because they don't take a second to think about the entire infrastructure in which they live and the entire protection that they have, all the way up to military protection. It's all male-led.
But independence has limits. A broken car, medical bill, appliance failure, or housing emergency still has to be handled alone. The capability gap isn't shameful, it's simply real. Financial independence is a goal, not a guarantee that nothing will ever go wrong. The strongest position is knowing exactly where your limits are.
It's because out and done. Even they are not even showing up to singles events. I came across this video and I was floored once again. But then again, it was like, what else is new? Because every time I look around, it is more evidence of men being done, men being checked out, women messing up. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and say it is us women that are messing up is because we are the ones out here vocalizing our shallowness. Yes, I said it. Oh, I don't want to date him because he's under 6 feet. Oh, I don't want to date him because I don't like his shoes. Oh, I don't want to be with him because I don't like his wardrobe. You name it. And before you know it, men from all over say, you know what? Let me not even bother, because these women are looking for picture perfect men, and I don't meet that requirement. I don't. See, ladies, unlike us, and y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe, okay? Some real talk. Unlike us, ladies, the men know how to be realistic. They know how to be honest with themselves, and they pay attention. They listen to what we're actually saying. They're seeing what we're actually doing. And when they take that mental note, they reach the conclusion of, why bother? I give up. Let me go overseas. Let me stay to myself. You name it. Because again, they're being realistic. They're listening to what we're saying. And if we're saying that we don't want a man that is under 6 foot tall, if we're saying that we don't want a man that is not making at least $1 million, if we're saying that we don't want a man if he's not, the most attractive man in the world, well, guess what? The men are going to stay at home. They're going to say, okay, well, I'm not what they're looking for. So again, why waste my time? It's us ladies that are delusional, right? We're the ones who think that, we're flawless and every man is going to want us no matter what. And so we don't care what the men are saying. We're still going to show up like, somebody come rescue me. Come take good care of me, even though I am not even remotely close to what you're looking for. We do that, not the men. Okay? They're going to be logical and rational. And so after a while of a bunch of women rejecting you, saying that you're not good enough, even when you are the ideal guy, it's like, okay, gotcha, sis. I am. Again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let's take a look at a bunch of women complaining about men not showing up to the singles events. I wonder why. Let's get into it.
Once again, modern women get disappointed after attending a single event. The lack of male attendees is the main reason for their disappointment, and some got mad to the point of calling it a waste of time and money.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. I was so nervous, you guys. This was a singles tournament at this paddle club here in New York City. You would play with different partners every game. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit. There was food and drinks and a DJ, so the vibe was good, but I wasn't really vibing with anyone. So please keep pushing me to put myself out there. Thanks, guys.
I'm not 6 feet. I don't have a six-pack. I don't make six figures. And guess what? I don't care. Less than attractive guys would be rejected, and the handsome guys don't want masculine women. Women don't want the guys who need singles events. The guys women do want don't need this event. That simple.
Wait a minute. Because these are very valid and accurate statements. Let's take it back a little bit. Right? And again, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Well, ladies, like I said earlier, a lot of y'all are complaining about, men not showing up, but they're not showing up based upon your standards, your ridiculous, unrealistic standards at that. What does it say? It says, well, I'm not 6 foot tall. I don't have a six-pack. I don't make six figures. And guess what? I don't care. I don't care enough to come to your event because a lot of y'all are delusional. A lot of y'all have unrealistic standards. And guess what else? I don't even meet your requirements anyway. Valid point. That's why they're not showing up, ladies. You all are asking for unicorns. And what makes matters even worse, like they're saying, is that the women that men actually want to be with, they don't need a singles event. Newsflash, ladies. More than likely, if a woman is at a singles event, especially if she's of a particular age, it's because, and I don't mean to sound harsh, I don't mean to be mean or anything of that sort, but you are the leftover women. Yeah, I said it. You're the leftovers. You're the rejects. If you were not the rejects and you were the ideal women, then you would more than likely have a lot of available options presented to you to where you wouldn't need such a thing like this. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest, and I don't, again, mean to be rude or anything of that sort. But in my honest opinion, if you are a woman and you need a singles event, it screams desperation. It screams successful men don't want me, or men in general don't want me, and so this is my last resort. Okay? On top of that, what else did they say? It says, a lot of the attractive guys, they're also not going to be at these type of events. Why? Because a lot of them, they already have a lot of, ideal women, so to speak, checking for them anyway. So they don't need anything like this. You know what I'm saying? The men who got it like that, they're not at these events because first things first, they already have the women out there to choose from. And on top of that, they wouldn't want your type anyway. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest. A lot of these women are the last resort reject misfits. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. But yeah, so why would the top tier of men that a lot of you women are looking for, why would they be at such an event when more than likely they already have other women that they are able to entertain that are way better options than y'all? And on top of that, you're not even going to be top tier. You're not even the top tier women, And I'm not trying to be mean. And I know there's always exceptions to the rule as well, right? And y'all.
Every demand was delivered and every demand was honored. Earn more. Work harder. Build a career. Become financially stable. Become independent. men received the message and adapted. If they now become comfortable managing life independently, dissatisfaction with that outcome isn't automatically their responsibility to solve.
He hates you, they hate us. Men do not like us.
Most men would see this and immediately dismiss it as hyperbole. But what they should do instead is look at why it is true for women that they feel like men hate us. This statement is emotionally true for many women. We feel like men hate us. And what that actually means is a whole bunch of things. It means that many men do actually hate us. It means that we feel that the patriarchy has set women up to fail. We feel that the patriarchy is against us. And we know that a lot of the time men don't love us. They love what we do for them. A lot of men have conditional attraction toward women because they don't respect us as humans. They don't respect our whole personhood. They only respect us as an extension of them, i.e. what we or our relationship to them says about them. Men will simp after the respect and admiration of other men, not the respect and admiration of women, but being with women and having women is something that men can do to gain respect and admiration from other men. And women see this, and women feel this, and women know this. Conditional affection is the idea that basically women are there to be caregivers, wives, mothers, lovers. We need to serve a particular role for men, what we do for men. And if we neglect to do that or decide we don't want to do that anymore or challenge that, then we are no longer useful to men. We are no longer serving our role as women to men. So therefore they begin to hate us. I'm sure many people would have had this experience in a relationship where it's all going really well with a man and he just adores you because he sees you as A, B, and C. And as the relationship progresses and you challenge some of those expectations or ideas that he's put on you about who you are and what your role is in relation to him, he begins to literally hate you. Like you actually feel like he does not like you at all because you are no longer doing your, preconditioned role, your prescribed role for him because he never loved you as a whole person. As a woman, your personhood doesn't matter. You're stripped back to the role of woman. There's a concept called homosociality. I think I said that right. And I touched on it before. And it's the idea that men are actually just looking to secure the respect of other men rather than from women. So for men, the pursuit of status amongst male relationships is more important than securing the affection or genuine respect from women. So women's needs are then sidelined in favor of any kind of other male respect that they can gain. Men are looking to gain and reinforce their position within patriarchy. They're not looking to gain the equality or equity, actual connection and respect from women or in relationships with women, if that makes sense. So if you start being a difficult woman or a woman that doesn't give a man that type of status that he craves, then you become non-useful to men and he will start to resent you. So when we say men hate us, that's kind of what we mean.
Two incomes can create financial advantages under the right conditions, and sometimes they absolutely do. But the operative phrase remains right conditions. When one person spends efficiently, requires fewer resources, and creates fewer recurring expenses, the expected household savings can disappear against actual lifestyle costs. Successful long-term marriages can work financially, but the conditions that produce them aren't always easy to reproduce.
You are being a doormat. I'm letting you know. I'm looking you in the face because you brought this case here. But it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. You're not losing But I want to have them with him. I want to have the 5 years with him. I don't want to start all over again. That's too much.
Right.
It's too much. And you know what? Right, what? You agree?
Yes, I want to be with you, but
Then you know what? No, you know what? Around, you either marry me or you reimburse me. It's that simple. I have the ring already. All you got to do is get on your knees and propose.
Your Honor, she is not going to rob me of my manhood
That's
and
another
demand that I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to get a ring. I'm going to propose to her when the time is right.
Take this one.
I have not even got to build a relationship with her family.
In case no one else has figured this out, y'all are not compatible. You are living in a fantasy world, baby. In a fantasy world. Your Honor, this is not your husband. Your Honor, I spent so much time invested in him. It's not fair. It's not fair. It may not be fair, but it's true. Baby, he is not your husband. Please. And you are not going to sit here on this room with me and cry over somebody that does not deserve your tears. Absolutely not. Are you saying you don't want me?
I do want to marry you. Your Honor, I have one more thing to say, and I did not want to bring this up. But I went through her phone.
Don't they all?
Yeah. And I saw her having a conversation with somebody, and I found out she's been lying to me, and she has her tubes tied.
Oh. You know that.
You know I wanted to have a baby with you. You know I want to marry you. But you've been lying to me. You've been leading me on this entire time.
I was going to tell you yes they are. I was going to tell you, but they can be reversed. It's $10,000. I already have the doctor on speed dial. What's up? I have the doctor on speed dial. He can reverse those. He can reverse that. That's easy. So, Miss Thompson, to be honest with you, if you've been saying you wanted to have a baby and he found out X amount of months ago, how long did you have that procedure? How long ago?
20 years ago.
How many?
Oh my God.
What about it's reversible?
Oh my God.
She's backing up.
This is embarrassing.
Sir,
you a grown man.
There was a moment that I only thought that you were the user in this room. I was wrong. You kind of both deserve each other because I have never seen the most dysfunctional people who lie to each other, who steal each other's dreams, who pretend that they are in love, but they have no respect for themselves or each other. The example that you are setting for your child is not one that I admire. And sir, pay for your own stuff.
Yes, please. Pay for your own stuff.
That's embarrassing.
Are you gonna pay me my money back?
That's embarrassing.
Are you gonna pay me my money back? You really gonna leave me?
Out here doing this?
Babe, you don't want no baby anyway.
That's a deal breaker, man.
How?
Embarrassing me.
How am I embarrassing you?
Financial singlehood in a difficult economy isn't necessarily pessimism, it can be contingency planning. Men who secure their financial position independently before circumstances become even more difficult often have more options regardless of what happens next. The advantage isn't always wealth. Sometimes it's flexibility, liquidity, and the ability to make decisions without depending on another person's financial situation.
I am convinced that these men just don't like women. They just don't like us. Not saying that they like men, but they just don't like us. Every time we point out like where a man is lacking, right? So it's like, oh, we want men to be more romantic and give us flowers. Their comeback will be like, why am I getting a girl flowers? They're going to die anyway. Okay, you don't like us. I saw a meme yesterday, and it was a man like, when you're having a bad day, and she sends you a selfie, and your day gets worse. Huh? Y'all really hate us. We say like, oh, I love a man that opens the door for me. Why would I open a woman's door? She got two hands. She could open her own door. You hate us. Oh, we love like the girlfriend proposals, and we love the decorated hotel room. Why would I be decorating? Yo, just say you don't like us. Just say you don't like us. That's it. And we'll just move on. We'll just move on. Y'all can stop pretending that y'all actually like us. We get it. Y'all don't like us. It's cool. We're going to find somebody that does like us. And then we find the people that like us, y'all be mad. It's no winning. It's no winning.
The basic calculation is simple. A single household has fewer people consuming resources, fewer competing priorities, and fewer lifestyle negotiations. A single man's life can cost less because he controls the entire spending structure. That doesn't mean every single man is financially successful, and it certainly doesn't mean every woman spends more. It means household economics depend heavily on how the people inside that household actually live.
So this is not to be pessimistic, I'm just a realist. But do not feel bad for doing what you have to do in this economy. I've been seeing people post about how they had to give up their new car or how they had to go back to a 9-to-5 after doing entrepreneurship, move back in with their parents. And I know that it sucks. I just wanted to stress to you that it's not your fault. It's really the economy. As a millennial who lived through pre-pandemic and then now, it was totally different. Yes, I was able to pay off my car, but my car note was $300 a month. It was only $16,000 for a brand new car at that time. You can't find a brand new car for that price anywhere. Another thing too, when I was paying rent, it was $800 back in 2017, 2018. And that was for a 3-bedroom. That same apartment right now is $1,400 a month for a 1-bedroom. House prices, I could literally write an essay. I could write a book. The interest rates, of course, were way lower, but the house prices were not crazy. I bought my house for $165,000. The houses in my neighborhood right now are going for almost $300K, which is crazy. I say all that to say you can't take accountability for things that are just simply not your fault. Jobs are not paying that much. The economy is going up. Eggs are $31. So when it comes to doing what you have to do to survive in this economy, do not feel bad. It's just a sacrifice.
So why are more men choosing financial independence and singlehood in 2026? The answer may be simple. Many men have built lives that already function without a relationship. Staying single becomes less about loneliness and more about choice. When independence provides financial control, flexibility, and peace, a relationship has to offer genuine value to compete with it.
A lot of these women are never satisfied, and you wonder why men don't want to get married. You wonder why men are hesitant on long-term relationships. You wonder why men are taking a step back on putting themselves in certain predicaments. It's because of women like this. These are the same women who just wake up one day and want to graduate from their marriage. They come to the conversation, oh, I want a man that's a provider. I want a man who pays all the bills. I want to make sure I can be a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mother. This man has provided you all those things, and you still have a problem. And this is why I always say to these women who exude this ungrateful behavior that, girl, you better be careful, because if he have any kind of female co-workers at one of them jobs, they will be glad to trade positions with you.
That doesn't mean every relationship is a financial liability, or that marriage can't create meaningful economic advantages. It simply means the assumption that single men must automatically be struggling is becoming harder to defend. The more capable people become at managing their own finances, the less pressure they feel to enter a relationship simply for economic survival.
Okay, young ladies, I didn't want to have to give you all this information, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit it out there. Because based on the economy and how these men are acting these days, you may need to go ahead and tap back into the ways of the old head, okay? All right, depending on what type of environment you're in, because there are some men out there that got some money and want to share it with you. You know what I'm saying? There are also some women out there who is doing so well, they don't need a motherfucker to do a goddamn thing for them. So they don't need this information. This ain't for them. This is for you. If you out there and you having a hard time and these niggas are still asking you for some of that, okay, I want you to consider tapping back into the ways of the old head, okay? What the ways of the old head were, it was where you gonna find you a man that's gonna get your hair done, okay? Then you gonna turn around and you gonna find you another one that's gonna get your nails done, okay? I hope you ain't got to split your nails and your toes up into 2 men, but if you do, so be it. Split the motherfucker up, get you 2. But I hope you can just find one for that. Now you find you one that's gonna take you out to eat. You gotta like to be seen with this here motherfucker because you're going out with him. You're gonna find you one that's gonna get you fast food, okay? He gonna drop the food off. He can't stay. You're gonna find you one that's gonna pay your light bill. Find you one that's gonna pay your gas bill. Find you one that's gonna come over and fix some things. You're gonna find you one that you actually like, that you're gonna give a little bit of that ass to, cause ain't none of them motherfuckers getting none of that ass. Cause they shouldn't have been acting the way they was.
The real question is whether modern dating can offer enough reciprocity, stability, and financial compatibility to make men want to combine their lives with someone else. Because when a man can already pay his bills, manage his household, build savings, and enjoy his independence, marriage becomes a choice, not a financial necessity.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest